Howdy. Okay. Um, Something is wrong with my settings. I can tell because you guys can hear. I can tell something's wrong because you can hear me typing. I don't know what is wrong with it though. Did my noise suppression go away? No, the noise suppression is still applied. I don't know if I can fix you guys being able to hear me. Yeah, you guys are probably just going to be able to hear that from now on, huh? Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Um... Okay. My brain is shutting off. I'm sorry. Right. I have to go into the silly... I need to go into the silly Discord and go to live stream so that I can post the funny for the stream ping people. We'll do that. There we go. Okay. I'm going to assume you guys can hear me fine, right? Like we're good. Do you know how to make UGC textures not look super baked in R6? What do you mean by that? Howdy. Oh, you're... do you mean like for a static cosmetic? You mean like an accessory? How do you make an accessory not... We can get rid of this now. We don't need this anymore. Also unpause that. Oops. They look blurry or low quality. That is most likely because of what's it called? Humanoids. I don't have any comments about the ICT thing. There's nothing to say about it. Howdy, Shoob. Howdy, howdy. So today we're not going to be playing any games. We're going to be I don't remember what I was talking about already. We're not going to be playing any games. We're going to be making game. What game am I working on? It's a new game that I've been wanting to make for a while, but I haven't been. It's not the Halloween game. I'm still trying to find people to help me work on that, but we're just not there. It's a horror game. It's the one I was talking about the last stream. I figured I could get some ground on that and maybe show you guys what's been done so far. But before we can get into that stuff, we need to I am spacious today. My brain is like, it's in all the wrong places right now. Fuck. I'm so sorry. My brain's not working right now. I'm so sorry. Fuck. Right, the news. We have to go over the news and some of the clips from the news and some of the clips. The news and some of the clips. That's what we need to do. Are you going to show what it's like? Or, yeah, we'll show some of what the game is like. You know, once we get around to it. But we got to get the news. The news! We got to get the news out of the way. And also maybe watch some of those clips. Are you okay? I don't know. I wasn't aware I was part of a team. I didn't know there was... What intel could you possibly have stolen? I don't have any to begin with. Have you watched the beginning of this stream? Like, were you here for the beginning of the stream? There was like maybe like a whole... What? How long has this been going on for? There's been like a whole 10 minutes of me sitting here going, what? What intel was there to steal? There's nothing here. Brain cell count 0. I don't know what intelligence you're trying to steal. There's none here. No, the text speech was not broken. I just forgot to unmute. I'll play it again for you because I forgot to
Hello,
unmute
it is. I spy from Team Fart 2. I have sapped a sentry and now have escaped with your intel. Stupids, goodbye.
There you go. My PC files. My desktop is an absolute fucking mess right now. Like, there's files all over my desktop. It is an American tragedy, my desktop right now. There's so many work files just everywhere. But, you know, I think we've... What's with the blue snake tongue? My tongue is blue because I'm dead. It's snake-like because I thought it was cool. So I cut my tongue. Yep. That's the only reason. Okay. Howdy, Laughable. Welcome. It's been a while since I seen you, but it's also been a while since I streamed, so... Why is your tongue blue? Don't do this to me. Charles and Cars already do this to me. I don't need you doing it to me. You don't have to do this to me, so stop it, right? Okay? Let's... News? Question mark, exclamation point, quotation mark, news. Because I made the news channel with, you worked on the TDS Cold Front crate. Yes, I did. I designed all of those. I also modeled all of it. I think I could have done better. I tried asking if I could make another crate, and I started working on another one, but then Below Natural stopped talking to me, so... I don't know. I guess I'm not making another crate. Either way, my character is a dead snake humanoid. No, I'm just a dead humanoid. The snake tongue, it's not an actual snake tongue. I just cut my tongue. That's it. The news that we cover on this channel is not news. And that's because I made a news channel in the Discord. If you're on Twitch, you can find it below. But I made a news channel for the Discord where people could send me news to look over, like Roblox news or like world news, something for me to like read at the beginning of the stream. However, I didn't get any of that. Instead, I got Jeff the Land Shark got shot in the Bronx. What was the crate I worked on last time? I was making like a night crate. Do you get paid when they make Arsenal toys? Yeah, I do, but that's not why I care about the toys. I just like the toys. Whether or not there'll be more, I can't say. In your years of development, what was the most proudest and most fun moment you've had while developing? So there's a lot of things that I really liked working on. My favorite thing that I'm happy to be part of is Block Tales. And, you know, obviously I'm a big fan of all the work we've done for all the Roblox events. but there's nothing I can say is a standout thing for me yet, because I have a bunch of projects that I want to work on, a lot of breakout stuff. I really, really want to like get a game out that isn't like just another Rolf game, or like I said, I'm very proud of being part of the Blocktails team. I do think that game's a lot of fun, but I really want a game out there where I can actually say, the news, steak ass, stop getting distracted. Shit, you're right. I'm sorry. It's so easy for me to get distracted. Him a whammon or him's character whammons?
You'll never know. You'll never know which is. A personal project? Yeah, ideally a personal project. I don't really like a personal project. Okay, news. Window capture. Is this the right one? It is. Okay. This should work. Cool. There we go. We got, what skin do you like the most in entire defense in?
Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause.
No,
He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
Okay. Are you done yet? Look. There's a better way to get your anger out. You don't gotta do this, right? Okay? You don't gotta... I forgot to scroll up. Oops daisy. Okay, we left off like right around here, I believe. Why is your mouth very close to your eyes? Stop throwing things at me. Stop! Do you do anything for Operation Infiltration Part 2? Yeah, I did work for that. It's not out yet. But, you know, I worked on it. Anyways, news. Why is your mouth close to your eyes? It's not that close. What happened to your voice? Nothing. I drank water. I'm hydrated now. Nothing happened to my voice. You're going insane. Nightmare. Okay, news. So, for today's news, Baldy was ran over.
Oh.
That's exactly why we have muted the desktop audio, because I don't know if that's copyrightable audio or not. Ow. Stop! Oh my god, hey, whoa. Alright, calm down, Jesus Christ. Stop, I'm getting to the news! Stop, you can stop. I'm getting to the news. Once again, on behalf of... Mute the vid, not the stream. That's a good point. You make an excellent point. So once again, Jesus, you're actively giving me brain damage. Please stop. I can't focus. I can't focus with these object sounds. It's making it hard to think. On behalf of the Skeleton News Network, I would like to apologize for once again showing gore on the channel. We were unaware that this would be live footage of Baldy's death. Anybody who was close to Baldy and or liked Baldy as a person, we apologize. We were unaware of the situation. Achievement unlocked. Get hit by 100 objects. I know. Yeah. In other news, yeah, Crystal, you didn't get me, you can try again. More brain damage? I don't need more. I don't need more. I'm already on the verge of being absolutely brain dead. Yeah, Crystal's still yapping. This time it's not my fault. It's chat's fault this time, okay? Not my fault. Live Crystal reaction. Yeah. You didn't get me. I'm going insane. Lot of yapping. So I actually, like, I saw this. It's really funny, right? So, both, Jesus. Both Regretivator and Forsaken, this used to happen to us when we were relevant, but both...
Dude, how do you feel?
When you hear jump scares, I don't think any other jump scares you guys can have could get me. I'm immune at this point. Can I find your Brute Toy or plushie? I don't think I can. You want me to, like, reach through the monitor? You want me to, like, reach through the monitor to sign it for you? Is that what you're, like, asking for? Either way, both the Regretivator team and, like, Forsaken have been getting bombarded by those really obnoxious, collect my swords. That is the plot of Blocktails. They've been getting, like, lambasted. I think that's the word. They've been getting bombarded by those, like, really annoying, I don't want to call them developers, because that's not what they are. Like, I guess spokespeople for those super, like, corporate conglomerates, groups like Voldex or, Do Big Games that just purchase other people's hard work and then turn it into slop. Investors isn't the right word. Like, I wouldn't use investors as the right word. Super Social, Game Fam, Voldex, all of those. The group that Roblox wants to be the popular groups on the platform. What's going on even? We're covering the news today. So, they've been getting, like, absolutely blasted by these people, like, constantly bothering them in their DMs and stuff, trying to get their games, trying to buy their games off of them. It's so annoying. I hate these groups so much. Caillou was arrested for meth possession and joined the air. No! No! Why would you post this? Why would you do this? What kind of news is this? Caillou, what are you doing? No! No! What's up with my voice? Nothing. This is just how I sound. I drank water today. There's nothing wrong with it. You're hallucinating. You're going crazy. Whatever the problem is, it's with you. It's not with me. Can you ask the most generic and common questions you can? Voice changer? What voice changer? What do you mean? There's no voice changer. You're going insane. Nightmare.
Caillou's punishment is assassination by wasps. Yep, that's what'll happen. That is what'll happen to Caillou. Snoop Dogg was eaten.
Bro, Caillou was my inspiration. Why would he do that?
I don't know. It was such a rocky way down to, like, nobody saw it coming. Like, nobody saw Caillou's, like, decline coming. Snoop Dogg getting eaten, though, I feel like that's expected. Can we get TC2 merch? So here's the thing. I've always been on the fence about, like, TC2 merch because, you know, since it's not an original game, I feel like it would be a disservice of us to sell things that, like, are from our characters. Like, it just feels like it would be disrespectful to do that to, like, Valve. Like, maybe some of the more original assets we could maybe sell, but there's something else that you need to, like, keep in mind is that not all the cosmetics in the game are completely UGC compliant. Like, especially the ones that have paint regions. The ones that have paint regions and stuff, those have like 2 different textures on them at once in order to get the paint regions to work. And that's not compatible with UGC. So what I would have to do is I'd have to go and find the original model and its texture files, and then I'd have to go and retexture, not necessarily retexture, but I would have to alter the original texture file, because the parts that are paintable, the way it works is if you have a decal or any like image that can be recolored in Roblox, is its texture color has to be monochrome. It has to be in black and white. It can be anywhere between black and white, but as long as it's a monochrome color scale. That's what allows it to be recolored. So you have these cosmetics that will not be compatible with UGC because of that. Okay, hold on. Let me become Uncle Dane. I'm getting off track though. Breaking news. Red Mechanic, Flanker, Agent, and Annihilator got caught wearing boots with boots. Are they stupid? Jeez. I think the Snow Stompers were a bad idea. I think this cosmetic was just a bad idea in general on my part. Like, this was a bad decision for me. Joe Biden has implemented a Doom mask mandate until further notice. So it's really funny that like the MF Doom mask is only associated with MF Doom at this point. Achievement. What? I agree. But I don't want to go on a tangent, so I'm going to keep it short. Dr. Doom, as in the Marvel character, such a fucking cool villain. Okay, I am going to go on a tangent. I lied. I'm going on a tangent. In one of these comics, right? Reed Richards and Susan... is her last name Storm? Is she Susan Storm? Either way, Invisible Woman. Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. They got invited to Dr. Doom's wedding, right? And in his culture, if you invite your enemy to your wedding, you are basically saying our beef is over. We no longer have bad blood. So he invites the entire Fantastic Four to his wedding, and on the altar, they are up there. Dr. Doom and his wife. She calls off the wedding in the middle of their vows because she had to admit to him that she cheated on him with Johnny Storm. So here we are at Dr. Doom's wedding. Everything's about to go well. He's going to stop being a villain. And this dumbass Johnny Storm slept with his wife. Or his fiance. And the best part about it is Namor was invited to the wedding, and he takes up 3 panels laughing because of this. And I think that is probably one of the funniest fucking things in, like, comic book history. Like, I absolutely love that stat. It's so funny. Johnny, I hate Johnny Storm. He is so terrible. I hate him. Doom was the good guy. You can't change your mind. Doom, I don't know. I don't know about that. Let's move on to the news. Yellow crystal spotted in DE Seaside. Holy shit, is that yellow crystal? Okay. Ow. Is this gonna be a thing? Is there just gonna be like a rainbow assortment of crystals that you just find? Like, how rare is this? How much is this an NFT? Am I looking at an NFT? How much is a yellow crystal on the blockchain? Howdy, Bomber. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Twilight Sulfur. Drake missing for 3 hours after found floating towards the smell of pie. I can't look at Drake anymore without thinking about Kendrick Lamar and that shit-eating I think it's crazy that Kendrick Lamar was able to sing that song on
That
television.
fucking Crystal should be back in me kitchen arg 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 arg.
Mr. Krabs, that's kind of racist. Just because it's yellow? Just because she's yellow and SpongeBob's yellow? Like, that's crazy racism, Mr. Krabs. That's not okay. You're supposed to obey me, the 7 human midnight crystals. It's like the hearts from fucking Undertale. Shut up, my dad works for Rolf and can get you ban messaged. Big news, Flanker thinks Rolf still works on TC2. Is he fucking stupid? What is with this trend of, like, calling the TC2 mercs just fucking stupid? Is that Mr. Krabs canceled? Fuck. Mr. Krabs canceled for racism. Drake almost dies after Lizzo throws her bra at him. That is a crazy fucking post. Why did you post that? Holy shit. I almost said Bob Shaletsky. Bob shot dead in the Bronx. That is another victim of the Bronx. Here on the Skeleton News Network, we're happy to inform you Bob is fucking dead. Right? I don't think anybody liked this guy. This was an objective good on the world. Good job. Most people use the news channel as a meme channel. Yeah, they do. But it's the news. I have to report it. If it's not too much, could you update Silly Simulator? I don't know if I have control over that or not. I can maybe add like a shitpost map or something. Maybe. We'll see. Blame Bob? You can't blame Bob for anything anymore. Bob is dead. The undead knowing Midnight News. Midnight Crystal returns. Ever since the new winter update for Typical Colors 2 wrapped up, the leader of the Midnight Hour, Crystal, tired but feeling accomplished, has taken a well-deserved rest from the chaos of game development. A month later, Crystal made a grand return to YouTube in the late evening of March 3rd, 2025, firing up a new live stream to play Monster Hunter Wild and catching up with her fans on what everyone missed. Crystal has done 4 live streams in a row as of now, and even playing random games with her community, such as Forsaken and Dead Rails. The community especially enjoyed playing Typical Colors 2. I think that's biased. I think that's biased news. Howdy, Ron. Welcome to the stream. She is so dumb. Why is she so dumb? I don't understand. What the fuck? Why are you so mean to me? The community especially enjoyed playing Typical Colors 2, as most of them were finally given the chance to see how they would square up against one of TC2 owns beloved developers. I think beloved is a heavy word there. I think you might be exaggerating the truth there. We interviewed one of her fans who goes by the name Arsenal Champion ZK on his experience. I definitely underestimated, he said. I thought I could go as flanker to try to show Crystal my Arsenal skills, but it was practically impossible. She always shot me down before I could get close. Still, I locked in and top scored in a few games. I didn't have a lot where I played as my third main, the agent, but I managed to backstab Crystal 2 times on the Gorge map. I don't care what anyone says, but that's a win in my book. Still, Crystal's ridiculously good at finding agents. I almost never stood a chance. Besides a whopping 20 to 30 seconds delay between Crystal's live stream and real time, every live stream has been running smoothly. The Midnight Zone Discord now has a news channel for the community to post any particular pieces of news, although currently it has been a bunch of memes. There's also a clip review channel where fans can submit gaming clips for Crystal to rate and react in future live streams. Accent switch goes crazy. LeBron James reportedly shined flashlight at a witch. So it's really funny. I think the witch is actually such a stupid fucking zombie because she is so easy to like get around in every situation. Whether it's just instantly annihilating her with a shotgun, avoiding her entirely, or just, lighting her up. The witch is not punishing enough. The witch needs to be way more scary, I'm gonna be honest. LeBron James reportedly bull rushed into a demon host. That is literally the exact same thing. I remember when the demon host used to be cool. So in Darktide, in Warhammer 40k Darktide, the demon host, when it was disturbed, it was a team-wide punishment. If this thing it's very easy to disturb a demon host, unlike a witch. When a demon host is disturbed, what it would do is it would kill almost everybody on your team. That's what I was looking for. Yep, that was. It would kill at least 2 to 3 people on your team, and it was insanely punishing. But then people complained. People bitched, moaned, whined, wah, 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 wah. My Darktide too difficult. And so now it only kills 1 person before leaving. And that made me so mad. Because I kid you not, when I first ran into a demon host, my first experience with a demon host was somebody disturbing it and 3 people on my team dying and me barely surviving. Like, it was a crazy experience to me. Did you zone out? No. So, if I get interrupted while I'm talking, there is a decent chance that I will immediately forget what I was talking about. So it's not really me zoning out. It is my train of thought got interrupted and my memory bank fails, like, immediately. That's all that is. Have you ever smoked before? No, I've not. I'm not I don't participate in those kinds of things, like, personally. It wasn't until, believe it or not, it wasn't until last year, during RDC. RDC was the first time I ever drank alcohol last year, and I only had maybe like 3 drinks throughout the entire event. I'm not like a drug or alcohol kind of person. Object-induced amnesia? Yeah, basically. And it's not even the object itself, it's the noise that it makes. It throws me off entirely. You're sorry for interrupting? Oh no, chat thinks it's funny. They like making fun of me for my amnesia. Or my dementia, I mean. Kids across the world are in need of counseling after iShow Speed turned into iShow... I'm not saying that. I just realized what that means. That is a crazy... Howdy Toon and Swampy, welcome. That is a crazy news story. I wish I was funnier. This is a hilarious post, but I don't know how to make it funny. Like, this is just a crazy story. Oh, hey, wait, I know something. So, I don't know if any of you watch wrestling, but there was I think it might have been WrestleMania. iShow Speed showed up on one of the pay-per-views for wrestling, and Randy Orton made an appearance. If you don't know, there's this thing in the wrestling community called ribbing, and what it means to rib somebody, if I remember correctly, if that's the phrase. What it means... Oh, I'm sorry, Bloxer. Hi, howdy. What it means to rib somebody in the wrestling world is it means you are not pulling your punch. You are actually hitting them. And if I remember right, Randy Orton just dead ass ribbed iShow Speed. And I thought that was probably one of the funniest fucking things. Like, because when I saw it, right, when I saw what Randy Orton did to Speed, my first thought was, okay, that looked fucking real. And, like, knowing the very little, I can't speak about iShow Speed as a person because obviously I don't know him, and I understand how parasocial relationships work. But, if I remember right, Speed did more than he was supposed to in the script, and, like, when I saw it happen, I was like, oh, I don't think Speed was supposed to do that. And then I saw how Randy hit him, and I was like, oh, he just got fucking ribbed. Like, Speed did something wrong. He wasn't supposed to do that. Crystal shot dead in the Bronx, damn it. God damn it. Not again. Another victim. Another victim of the Bronx, and it's me. Sorry, guys, I'm dead. The stream's over. Sorry. Unfortunately, I died.
Anyway. Well, this will be our... Okay. This is the last. This will be the last of our news. Breaking news, Euro doesn't have a euro. Broke ass. Okay. Let's move on to the clips. Let's look at the clips. We'll look over like maybe 10 clips. And then we'll move on. So it looks like this is Tron's point of view when I shot them.
Hello. Yeah, howdy.
I remember this stream was probably the best stream. What the hell's going on? We are clip reviewing right
The
now.
things that were in your intelligence briefcase were your spines. They are gone, ha!
Oh, please. You really think that my spines would be that easy to obtain? All you have are a bunch of decoys that will explode in approximately... I would say 10 minutes. Enjoy. Instantly getting warned after swearing.
I like how when the round's over, everybody... Ow. Fuck you. I love how when the round's over, by
Me,
the way...
enemy Curb, stomped me outside that shitty chum bucket.
I hate my laugh. I hate my laugh so much. That was funny though, I do remember. First, like, how did Mr. Krabs get curb stomped by Plankton? That's a huge, like, how is that even possible? Should I go to the Bronx and avenge the victims? In a week or maybe a day, we're gonna see Celeste shot in the Bronx on the news channel. Yeah, no, getting immediately warned on Roblox because I forgot I was unmuted did that. I'm surprised Roblox hasn't banned me yet. We got a horrible trooper gameplay. Please buff the booty blaster. There's no way. No. Oh my gosh. That's so many missed shots. Oh my gosh. No, you missed an entire. That was an entire. How did you? You shove yourself in the corner. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I should do that. I'm not intelligent. No, that was... The Booty Blaster does not need a buff, by the way. My favorite artists? Are we talking about music artists or, like, physical artists? Yeah, no, I realized the mistake. I forgot. Incredibly sick and wicked backstab. Does this actually full screen? Like if I... Oh, it does. It does actually full screen the entire thing. Neat. Okay. That was cool. But what was that trooper doing? Why did he just like? Why did he keep backing up? Like that was. Why did you? Why? Why did they keep backing up into you? Why? Like I don't get why they backed up into you. This is a 7 out of 10 for the agent gameplay, but a 0 out of 10 for the trooper gameplay.
Just asking, what has happened since last time I was here? Why is the voice mix of a male, female, and robot? Okay, so I don't know, like, I'm still trying to figure out how to get rid of the robot part of it. But the reason why it's a mix of male and female is because I want it to be confusing. But it's to try and play more into the spooky, spectral part of being an undead. Like, I want to sound more, like, eldritch. I want to try and sound more, illithid, undead, spectral. That's kind of like what I'm going for. It's just a power move. The agent would probably still been in the air. Well, yeah, the agent would still be in the air, but why did they keep backing up? Like, it doesn't make sense. Some strange occurrences from Frosty here.
Weapons!
Hey, I have that sledgehammer mod too. Yeah, okay. An attempt to air shot? You don't need to back up to air shot. All you have to do is turn around and you could air shot them. Why were they backing up? They didn't need to. When did TC2 get new animations? It gets new animations about every update. This zombie is not having a good time here. Oh, we got something from the hunt.
Really, Dan?
Checkmate. Yeah, fair enough. What type of rip-off Steam game is this? Oh, you're talking about modded Left 4 Dead. What's your favorite Pawn Star, Gold, and Silver Shop episode? I tried watching Pawn Stars recently, and then I immediately was like, wow, I hate this show. Spooky, but it's not Halloween. It's Halloween every day for me. You can't stop me. Can you give me a shout out? I'm awesome? No. I'll read what you had to say, but I specifically won't shout you out because I'm evil like that. The only thing you find a bit saddening is that you sometimes can't understand it, but you like the voice changer. Oh, dang. Sometimes the English doesn't English. That's fair. We already watched 2 clips from Frosty here. Let's move on to some of these ones from Trant. We got, yeah, they're right over there. Oh, this is when we jumped.
What? No,
this is the jump when we jumped Alyssa. Over here. With the 3 Jason. Oh, man! They were moving at supersonic speed. That's a silly crosshair. That is so I see clips like this. And the thing that comes to mind is immediately the people who are like, buff the flog needs a buff. No, it doesn't. Like, that is substantial power that has just been done. Let's look at this clip.
Hey man, stay down. Stay down.
You can catch what you can't see.
And we can see you perfectly.
I love that in the VIP menu you could do that. That is so funny. Howdy, Equinox. I'm assuming your name's supposed to be Equinox because it has a V. I'm assuming the V is supposed to be like a U. I apologize if it's not. Do I like Hot Wheels? I think Hot Wheels are pretty cool. I think Hot Wheels can be pretty cool. I like the ones that have the tracks that like do loops and it goes really fast. I like those ones a lot. Clash of Clans. That is a whole 2 minutes. We're not gonna sit here for 2 minutes. Like, that's a whole that's not a clip, that's a video. We got more from Trot here. I'll look at the only Dark Tide clip. Oh no! That's your fault. You let that happen. You let that happen. That is your fault. That's your fault. Look at that. How many seconds is that? You had 2 seconds. That is 2 whole seconds you had to react. You just P-ranked Sisyphus? I'm assuming you're talking about Ultra Kill, which if so, congratulations, because I couldn't even A-rank a level in that game. That's correct. How's the stream going? It's going good, I think. We have wasted a lot of time. We've spent about an hour just yapping. So we're going to need to get a little bit more time. We're going to have a lot less time for, actually, where are we? Where are we in the stream? We are at 49 minutes. You know, we'll maybe go for another 10 minutes with clips, but no shot. Two whole seconds to react to that. 2 whole seconds to react to that. No reaction. Oh, and you're playing Zealot too. You're playing Zealot. And you don't have any grenades that could stumble because you're using knives. Yap streams are the best kind of streams. Well, maybe. I don't know. I always get told to stop yapping. No offense, but are you gay? I don't know what I am. Honestly, I don't think about it. Like, for the most part, I think I'm asexual, but I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know. I don't put a lot of thought into it. Like, romance and me don't get along too well. Mostly because it scares me. So I just don't bother. Let's see. We got a TF2 clip and some TC2 clips too. Let's look at the TF2 one. Oh, that is loud. This is not just a TF2 one. This is a TF2 Classic, or is it Open Fortress? I think it's TF2 Classic. Damn. Hold up. That was kind of spicy. Yo. That's cool. Yap streamers are better than streamers who react, and that's it. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's a cool clip though. Like, that was kind of neat. If you were, I feel like I'm more impressed that you got a melee air shot than I am that than sound like that one kid, like the one who's like, when you dream and you do your dreams, you follow dream. Howdy, some dude. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm feeling pretty good today. I had a decent morning. Getting to sleep last night was terrible though, because my baby girl Luna Freya, my cat, she was just screaming all night. And not only was she screaming all night, she has a little bit of a problem, and that problem is she is a affectionate biter. So when she is feeling loving or wants attention, she will bite you. It's not like a vicious hard bite, but you know, it still hurts. So all through the night, it was just constantly her meowing and biting me. So like sleeping last night was a little rough. Let's see this clip here. Ah, okay. I remember seeing that happen in game. That was a match that we were all playing together. I saw that in the kill feed. I thought that was a pretty fucking like based ass move. Like, I'm pretty sure I even reacted to that in the game. Just asking, is anything going to be done about Pyro's air blast being somewhat useless when they hold W, like no knockback practically? Arsonist's Air Blast has always been pretty crazy in terms of balancing. We've been trying to get it better, but when we buff it, people say it's too strong. When we nerf it, people say it's too weak. So it's like, I don't even know what direction we should go in anymore for Air Blast. I'm going to be honest. Marksman clip, but in the wrong game. Yeah. That's cute. Just woke up from a nap. Well, I hope you enjoyed your nap. So this is just like a montage. Hey, you're using the marksman skin, so I guess that makes sense. Look at those old TC2 view model arms that are still in Arsenal. How do you feel about TC2 Agent? That kept main? How do you feel about TC2 Agent? I think that says main. That kept face stabbing and surf stabbing people, ruining the fun, and I generally don't mean it. I don't understand your question. I'm sorry. Oh, speaking of Luna Freya. Hi. Yeah, hi. Come here. Oh, fatty. She must have heard me say her name. Oh, come here. Mwah. How are you? You gonna bite me again? Mwah. So Luna Freya really likes to be pat, and I don't mean pet. She likes to be pat, right? So let's see if the mic can pick it up. I don't know if you could hear that. Unrelated, but your YouTube model is cool. Did you model it yourself? So I didn't rig it. I made an initial sketch that I sent to my... Ow. Ow. I made a sketch that I sent to my friend where they refined it, and then I had my first version of the model where it was very bare bones, and then I got it upgraded. So it's like a huge collaborative thing. This streaming is boring? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You could be a loser somewhere else if you think it's boring. She's so fat. I'm gonna pet her again. There you go. Love you so much. It's what playing Arsenal does. The quality on this is not very good. That's a crazy crosshair. Is there a Discord link? Yes. Since you're on Twitch, you can scroll down. You'll be able to. Oh, thank you, Dennis, for the follow. I appreciate that. You're the one I'm talking to right now. Howdy. I wish I could see if you were a first-time chatter or not, but I cannot. My brain is shutting off. Let me get you the let me get you the Discord link. You're the one I'm talking to right now. Howdy. I just doubled down on my own stream. I streamceptioned. Copy link address. The object to throw it. The object to urge. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm smart. I'm a smart person. The urge to throw an object is off the charts right now. Please don't. I don't need more brain damage. I already have enough. There you go. I reposted the... Stop eating the trash! Sorry. I have a garbage can in my room. And it's one of the small ones, but there's also like a box that lets the cat like basically be able to... No, don't knock things down! Stop, you're being a menace! Ow. I think we're done. We're done with clips for ow. Ow. I think we're done with clips. We're done for clips for today. Okay. Ow. Please stop. I didn't ask for this. Okay. So This stream is boring. Switch to Bad Piggies now. Thank you, Ali, for the subscription. That's very nice of you. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. You didn't. But I do appreciate it. Thank you. It was very nice of you. Didn't even look at your clips. Oh, I'm sorry. We already spent enough time. We spent an hour just yapping and watching clips. I think we need to move on.
Remember playing TF2? I have like 5K hours on it. It
Hold
has
on.
been a while since I've played it, though kinda burned out of it.
Fair enough. 1 second, I need to get her out of my room. Come here. No, come here. You're done. You're done. You're done. Come on. Mwah. You're being a menace. You're being a terrorist. Mwah. You can't do that. No. Let's get you out of here. Come on. No. Don't yell at me. You're not allowed to yell at me. Get going. Go. Sorry. So, those were self-made? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Cool that it was self-made. Like, that's actually really cool. That creature interrupts the stream. So, you have no idea, right? This is what happens. So, she walks over to me. I pick her up, I pet her, everything's fine. I put her down, immediately she jumps up on like the chair, like she puts her paws on the chair and then bites my arm. That's the first thing she did. Then she walks over to the trash bin and sticks her head in it and starts eating things out of the trash. So I had to stop her from doing that. Then, Aaron, who said you could subscribe? This isn't a safe place for subscribers. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it. How many games have you designed? A lot. I have like maybe 5 or 6 game design documents on my computer. None of them are going anywhere because I can't find anybody to help me.
You what?
So, the answer's a lot. After she started eating out of the trash, she jumps on top of a box that's near my shelves and she tries to knock something down. I stop her. She jumps down, goes to my other shelf, and then knocks down something really big. So I have to kick her out of the room. And she has the audacity to yell at me while I'm carrying her out of my room. Like, I pick her up, I give her pets, I kiss her head, and then when I get near the door, she just yells at me. She's a goofy little fatty. I love her so much though. She's so cute. Have you designed 10 gajillion games? No, I have not designed 10 gajillion games. I am not Hideo Kojumbo. Unfortunately, I do not have the power to design that many games. I had this one game design in my phone. Because, like, I'll have game ideas that happen to me, like, anywhere, maybe, like, even... I had a fucking game design from a dream, but... I just read that, how could you ostracize the fat, and that made me think of my cat. Okay, let me find... Yeah, here we go. This is the studio file that I'm looking for. I have like 3 game designs in my phone and I have like 6 on my computer. I have so many different game ideas that I just, really want to do, but can't do any of them. Okay, so let's turn on this. It's not working. That's why it's not working. There we go. It's still not working. Why isn't it, Oh, it's all the way down there. I see it. It's behind me. It's in the corner. It's so small. Why is it over there? What's going... Hello. There it is. I found it. There we go. So this is what I was working on, right? obviously I'm not the programmer. Zone was helping with it. Should design a game where you play as a fat creature and knock things over on your shelf. So like Cat Simulator, is that what you're saying? Quiz, what's 10 plus 9? What? Then I'm asleep. What? Easy Bloxy nomination. I don't know about that. But yeah, we'll turn the music back on. So for some reason my music is going through. Let me check voice meter real quick. Actually, it might be voice meter that's causing the problem. No, it's not. I have no idea why my desktop audio is not functioning properly. Because for some reason when hang on, let me try going on YouTube real quick. Let me like yeah, for some reason desktop, my desktop audio is not working for some reason. And I don't know why it's not working. So it's like I can only get it to work. When I know why it's not working. I'm stupid. It's because I'm streaming to both YouTube. It's because I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitter or Twitch, not Twitter. Since I'm streaming to both, I'm just stupid. We're just gonna leave it at that. Never mind. You're gonna go to sleep, Zachary? Okay. You sleep well. I hope you had a good time. How do you not get caught from stealing people's spines? Shouldn't they hear you coming? I'm just really quiet. Also really smart. And sometimes I just brute force my way through. Usually they're dead by the end of it, so it's not that much of a problem. So this is like the test map that I made, right? Ow. The premise of this game is pretty simple. I gotta switch the window so that you can place one. This one? Yes. Oh, okay. So this is like what it's like a little bit. Essentially the way it works is there is only the real OGs remember the slightly tall wall. Yeah. So the premise of this game, yeah, there's bee hopping. The premise of this game is there is one killer put on the map, which is the person who is pitch black with the red outline right now because we don't have a model for it. But there's one killer on the map. Everybody else's objective is they have to run away from the killer and survive. And you do it by bee hopping. But the bee hopping in this is different than it is in other games because when you jump, you are locked to that location. You are locked to that direction. So you cannot change your course once you have committed to a jump. Can the killer B-hop? No. The killer has a different functionality for its speed. The killer just gains speed normally by running, because like you'll hit a max speed as the player. If you look at the top of the screen, you can see that you get capped at 33. And if you B-hop, you gain speed. Now, normally you'll lose speed. You can see I'm losing speed even though I'm still B-hopping. There's a perfect B-hop mechanic in this, where as long as you are perfectly B-hopping, you don't lose any of your speed. So as long as you're doing perfect inputs every time, you'll keep your speed. The killer, however, is going to be a unique creature that we design. They'll have their own abilities and stuff. So you are being chased by a monster through these hallways, and each monster will be different. Now, there's a special mechanic. There's a few special mechanics for this game that I really enjoy because these other games just don't have it. So I'm going to like slow down here. Oh, pet. And you can see the door automatically opens, right? As long as you're going fast enough, the door will automatically open. But if you're moving slow, the door will not open. You can see that I'm not moving fast enough to open this door. But once I go ahead and get some speed, door automatically bursts open. So you're able, as long as you have enough speed, you'll automatically open doors. But we're going to have a system where there will be a non-disclosed button prompt where when you bash through the door, if you press a button at the right moment, you will automatically close that door behind you. So you'll be able to B-hop through the door and slam it on the killer's face. That's how that's supposed to work. The killer can also automatically break through doors, but if a door gets slammed on them, they're going to have to do their own QTE to not lose speed. So you'll be able to have this gameplay loop where it is a skill check versus skill check on doors that will allow players to potentially gain distance from the killer and, you know, help them get away, which can help lessen tunneling. Now, I'm sure you saw it the multiple times that I have like jumped past this wall. There is a hole under this wall, and that is because you can slide in this game. Like you can see it, like you can see I get lower. So you'll be able to slide under these walls like that to get away from the killers. So I'm actually worried that I'm playing as the killer right now because there's currently a bug where the killer can sometimes B-hop when they're not supposed to be able to. Okay, no, I'm not playing as the killer. This one is the killer. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that one is the killer. Let me get the one player. Dang it. Wrong screen. Hold on. I think it's this. Yeah, this one. Okay. You can probably use this game to improve your mobility as flanker. I don't think so. Will there be side objectives? Anything you can collect before you escape? Yes, there will be. So there's going to be various things you can collect. One, you'll be able to collect currencies, which can be used to buy things, obviously.
Be advised, I need more news stories, so drop your news stories in chat.
So you'll be able to bunker cam doesn't work right now. I wouldn't purchase it. Oh, right. I'm not on Twitch chat, so I can't see when people redeem certain rewards. I have to re-rig bunker to this new model before bunker cam works. you'll be able to collect currencies that are around the map that will let you, you know, buy things, but you'll also be able to find like lore bits about the entities in the facility. So it kind of has like a little bit of an SCP inspired gimmick to it as well. So you'll be able to find just, you know, lore. There'll also be NPC quests on the maps that you'll be able to do. So you'll be able to find characters on the maps while the monster is chasing you. And you'll be able to do like side quests on the maps and stuff. That will let you unlock like unique cosmetics and things like that. The maps are not going to be randomly generated because I think if the maps were randomly generated, it would make it really difficult to balance the monsters. Let me get the killer into position now as well. Actually, let me switch over to the killer's POV, so that way you guys can see. So we have a template like view model here. The killer does not b-hop, but as you can see, the longer they run, they gain speed. So the killer just gets speed by running. They're gonna have abilities that they can do. For instance, the one monster I want to work on is a spider thing. What it'll be able to do is its maps, when it spawns on the map, there will be webs that are placed around the map automatically, and anytime a person walks on it, it will slightly slow them down, and it will also reveal their location to the spider. The spider will then be able to find the person through that means. But the other things the spider can do is it will be able to crawl on walls and ceilings. So it will be able to crawl up the wall and onto the ceiling while chasing you. And while it is holding still for long enough...
Is that Rex Fist?
No, that is not Rex. If the spider is holding still for long enough, you will be able to become mostly invisible. So you could be a player walking down a hallway and you wouldn't even notice that there's a spider on the ceiling until you walk under it and it drops down on you and does damage. So you're gonna have to like look out for this spider that could be on the walls, on the ceiling, and stuff like that. You have to be aware of the webs, because if the spider knows there's like a web down a pathway, it could chase you down that path and stuff like that. So like that's the kind of stuff that I want. Now, there's one critical issue with a lot of games like this, and that issue is what happens when you die, right? Most players, in most of these games, when you die, what it does is it sends you back to the lobby, and now you're just stuck. You're just there. You don't have nothing to do, right? Like, yeah, you could spectate, but you're still sitting there for like maybe 5 minutes doing fucking nothing. So in this game, instead of getting sent back to the lobby, what happens if the killer gets you? So you see how they're outlined now? They are now something that I'm calling a revenant. Revenants are players who died and are now on the monster's team. What they do is that they still have player mobility, and their objective is to chase down other players. What they do is they will reveal another player's location to the monster while they are in proximity of the player, and the player will be able to get rid of them by using something like a flashlight. They'll shine the flashlight on the Revenant, and it'll teleport the Revenant to a different location on the map. Or something like that. That's kind of like the idea. It's still a work in progress, obviously, but essentially when you die, you'll still be able to play the game. And that's the most important part of this design. Now, there's one feature in particular that I'm really excited about, and it's this one, okay? So here we are, right? We got our wall, we got our player. I'm a monster, I'm chasing you. You're being a bit of a stinky and getting away from me. Hang on, it's not switching over the window. Okay, so it's that one. There we go. So let's say, you know, I'm being chased by the monster, right? Oh no, monster's chasing me. Boom. I slid away, guys. Look, I'm safe. Everything's perfectly fine. I'm free. Well, the monster's just not gonna have any of that bullshit. They're not gonna take that from you. This mechanic in particular, okay? If a player is near a wall when you do that, it will do damage to you. And I want it to play like a horror sting when it happens. Because the idea of like, you know how in old Resident Evil, like Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 2 and stuff, how Nemesis or Mr. X just fucking breaks down a wall, he just fucking appears? I want that. I want that so badly. I want it to be where a monster can be hiding behind a wall, waiting for a player, and they can attack the wall and break through it and like get the player. Like, I think that would be so fucking cool and so scary. So like, that's the idea. And the walls will like automatically repair themselves. Will there be a cooldown for this? What do you mean by a cooldown? Because like, the wall's destroyed. Wall's gone. What cooldown is there? The wall's destroyed.
Be advised, I need you to see what Florida Man did on your birthday. Also, what is a happy song to fix my sadness?
So I don't think any amount of songs will fix sadness. The biggest recommendation, if you want to try it to at least somewhat make yourself feel better, is one, do not listen to sad songs, okay? Listening to sad songs make it worse, okay? Two, find people you enjoy, right? Go out, find somebody you care about, spend time with them. That will that will help you a lot. Three, if you are in your room, I recommend going somewhere that is not your room. Your room will make you feel worse. If you insist on staying indoors, open your windows, let the light in, okay? Fresh light, very nice, right? For another thing to do is, if it's nice outside, go outside. Going outside can make things feel a lot better. Something else, do not eat junk food. If you're feeling bad already, eating junk food will just make you feel worse. Like, sure, it's good in the short term, but it's gonna make you feel worse in the long term. I recommend doing something a little more fresher. It doesn't necessarily have to be healthy, but it should not be fast food or something like super junky. Like, I would recommend like a refreshing drink, probably, like maybe some orange juice, some water. I prefer chocolate milk. Hot chocolate's a pretty good comfort drink. Some people prefer tea, but just anything refreshing that can make your body feel better, right? Something else is a nice shower. Not a long shower, not extremely hot shower, but just a nice short shower, right? Treat yourself a little bit, take care of yourself. I am starving. I haven't eaten today. I'm starving. But I'm streaming, so therefore I cannot eat. Oh, it was Ascorbine who gifted a sub to Aaron. I didn't even realize that was a gift sub. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I thought it was just Aaron who subscribed. I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry, Ascorbine. I wish I would have known that sooner. But yeah, that's kind of like the gist of it, right? If that's how you can try to make yourself feel better. It's not guaranteed to work, but it might work a little bit for you at least, you know? Can you turn into low tier god now? I don't know who that is. That sounds like it's a person, but I don't know who that is. Grab a snack? No, it's too late. I'm already here. I'm already streaming. It's too late. I have to starve. Right. So that wraps this up here. You know you can eat on stream, right? No, I can't. And the reason is because I don't have anything quick to make. It'll take me at least 5 minutes to make my food. It would take too much time to make the food. That's the problem. I don't remember how you stop a live studio thing. I think you just I think you just have to close all the windows manually, which is a little annoying, but you know, it is what it is. Then one of these is just the server, which it looks like it's this one. There we go. We're good. Now I'm gonna need to open up Photoshop.
Guys, what one is your favorite Huggy Wuggy, Seek Scowy Blue, Shumbo Shush?
What did that even mean? Was that like some skibbity language? Did you just skibbity in my direction? You're gonna have this stream in the background while you... I feel like throwing up. Ooh, that doesn't feel good at all. Ugh, my stomach. That hurts. Oh, I made I made it the wrong size. Immediately, I have already failed. Brain rot? Yeah, that sounds about right. What did these words mean? I wish I knew. Okay, there we go. Get food? No. I will starve myself. Food is not required. Let's plug in my tablet. I'm gonna have to move chat somewhere a little less. How far in development is the game? You literally saw everything. Like, everything you saw there, that's how far in development it is. Okay, now I know I used a font yesterday that I kind of liked. Yeah, that one. Draw evil ass Rex face. Okay, I'm gonna have to like relocate some stuff here. This is a little annoying. Okay, evil ass Rex face. That is what I was requested. Do that like real quick, just. There we go. Super evil. Giga evil. Oh, wait. How did you do that? I have that disabled. How did you do that? 100 bits. How did you do that? That doesn't make sense. I have that disabled. How did you do that? I don't know how you. I actually don't know how you did that. Thank you. I appreciate it, but like, I don't know how you did that. It's disabled to only one. What does that mean? Wowie zowie. Right, so wall crawling. And walk on. Wow, look what you did. Now other people are doing it. Anything below the 100 option can't be sent. Oh, that's right, because they don't let you disable it. They don't let you disable it, so I made it as high as possible to try and discourage people from doing it. You guys are goobers. Please don't spend any money on me. You don't have to do that. Please don't do it. Okay. Autism? Oh, that was an achievement. Yeah. Ow. Whoa, where'd that come from? We'll make it to where instead of webs being around the place, can place large spots of webbing. Ow. This webbing slows players down by X and ow. When players step in it, it reveals their location for X seconds. Ow. No, I didn't ask for this. Just because you can doesn't mean you need to or should. There we go. So wall crawling is like the passive. Because ow. I was thinking that they should have 2 actives and 1 passive, right? A passive ability is something that they don't need to do, and it's just something that they're capable of doing, right? It's not something they really need to prompt. It's just something organic. Is this the Halloween game you talked about a bit ago? No. I have an entire game design document made for... Try again, Sweaty. I have an entire game design document that I already made for that, but the problem is nobody's wanting to work on it with me. I don't have any use for the money. You have 2K sitting in a bank and you're bored. Guess you didn't expect getting money from a 16... Wait, no, yesterday was my birthday. I don't need the money. Like, I hate money. I don't encourage people to spend any of it on me. I try to make these streams as free to play as possible. What's the other active? This one's probably going to be called wall lunge or something. I don't know. We're going to think of a better name for it later. But the way this one's going to work is when on a while transparent lunge at the targeted survivor. We're gonna need to think of a better name for survivors. They're gonna have their own name. So that's like that. There we go. That's like the gist of this character. And I want every monster to have 1 passive and 2 actives that they can do. Add a fish that randomly spawns, flops towards someone, and instantly kills them. That's super silly of you. That is some goober activity. So this is our... We are at the point here now where I am going to tell you directly. If you are arachnophobic, this is the part of the stream where you run away. Okay? Call them dashers? No, I want it to be something lore inclusive. If you are arachnophobic, look away. This part of the stream is not for you. Okay. I'm gonna need to scoot this over here so I can get a better look at it. So what we need here is we're going to be doing our spider design now, right? So we're going to arachnophobia setting. There will be an arachnophobia setting, like no doubt. I will have that for people. But you know, until we get there, we're going to need to just deal with our spider here. So I don't want it to be just... I don't want it to just be another spider. You know, I don't want it to just be a normal big spider. I want something to be messed up with it. You know what I mean? Like, I want there to be something that just is not correct about the spider, right? More legs? No, not really that. I want it to be like, the initial idea I had is I kind of want it to be like a corpse spider, right? Like I was thinking maybe human body parts attached. Yeah, something kind of like that. That's what I was thinking. Like I was thinking that maybe instead of normal limbs, it could have like human limbs, like infected with tumors. I don't know about that. Shoots webs out of its mouth instead of its butt. I mean, yeah, it was gonna shoot its webs out of its mouth. That was already already what I was thinking. Give it 9 legs instead of 8. I don't think that's gonna make it much different. What can we do? What's the game premise? It's a horror game where you are chased by monsters in a facility. All of the monsters in this facility are intended to be... Every monster in this facility is intended to be implied that it was once a normal human being. Okay? So every... Ugh. Ugh. Looking at spiders, kind of... Ugh. Okay. So, I'm gonna be seeing spiders in my dreams. I'm gonna be real. Every creature in the facility is intended to be implied that it was once human. So I want to have a human trait to just about every creature in the game, right? Like, I'm thinking, ooh. Are we tapping into body horrors and fears? Yes. So I'm thinking, hear me out, right? What if we did something really unsettling where like human eyes, right? Like, hear me out. Human eyes on the spider. And then we could have like strands of like hair coming off of its head like this. Maybe it can have like a few rows of like teeth in the front of its head with the mandibles of the spider instead of being a normal spider mandible, we make it the lower half of a human jaw. So like its mandibles are just the lower jaw of a person, right? I think that's like a good place to start. I need to like see the front of a spider real quick. Okay, a spider has more eyes than this. A spider has more eyes than this, so we're gonna have to erase these ones, and then like this, and then yeah, let's so we're gonna have like that, then like that, no, like that, then one pair right here like that. Then we gotta add the eyelids. There we go. Hi, welcome back. Can't sleep? Well, you're definitely not going to be able to sleep anymore. Especially not after this. Friendly reminder, this is a spider we're working on, so if you are arachnophobic, you probably don't want to be watching. So yeah, we'll do that. The arms could be human legs and stuff. I don't know about that. It should be able to blink. I agree it should be able to blink. I think if this thing blinks at you, that's just going to be fucking terrible. Gonna assume the jaw is broken in two if it's just one guy. Yes, the jaw is split in half. That's the idea. And I'm thinking maybe like right here, we could have it be like, you could see like a little bit of like a human spine in there. So that we can then put in the rest of our spider, body like that. Like something kind of like that. Can we get a singing fish in the game? Maybe. Like, I could see that being a little eerie. There we go. That's a better body. Is this going to be following some sort of introduction lore, or you're just in a factory and you run? There's going to be a lot of lore. I want this game to be rich in lore, right? Like, lore is a huge part of this game, for me, at least. Like, I definitely want there to be lots of lore. Because, like I said, part of the map stuff is you'll be able to explore maps and find like lore bits. You know what I mean? What if you just made the head come out of and it just runs after you? It's not an NPC, so why aren't there bosses of the devs in TC2? Because I think that's kind of self-congratulatory. Like, that feels kind of like cringe. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. I found a diagram of muscles, and howdy, Scout. Welcome. I found a diagram of the human muscular system with a like partially exposed. So what we can do here is we're going to have some muscle coming from the spider, right? Then we can add the, so it goes like this. Then we add the this inner muscle, like right here. It does this. Then there's a little bit of an outer muscle, and a little bit more of something here, like that. So the arms kind of do this, and then what we'll do is we'll have it come around like this, so that we can have it like fray at the end here, right? And like looking back at a spider, we now have to like place like a joint. Oh, that didn't rescale properly. I'm gonna have to do it from like right here. Yeah, okay, cool. Human muscle spider legs icky? Correct. Why not if someone dies, they just become one of the spiders? Because of lore reasons. There's actually a purpose behind that. Now what we're gonna do is I need to look at spider anatomy. Right? Because I need to figure out how these legs work. Right? So we're going to have to actually... Dang, I just realized I made a lot of mistakes here. And I don't know if we're going to be able to undo them all, now that I think about it. Yeah, no, we're going to have to manually... We're going to have to manually take back from this. Gonna have to screw up the shape a good bit. Because I realize I made a huge mistake here, right? How gruesome can I make this? I don't know. Okay. So now we're gonna do that again. We're gonna shrink this down. We're gonna name it body. And then we're gonna do the smart thing and make a new layer. Is each monster going to fit a theme or ability, i.e. the spider being greed because it has too many arms for stealing? No, it's not going to be anything like that. I don't want there to be... So the lore, the lore of this is you are inside of what is considered to be a living facility, and we do not know why we are here. All we know is that the facility has been taking people from across time and space and bringing them to it. And it is canonical that everybody in that facility at one point or another has become a revenant, which is, you know, what happens when the player gets killed. At one point or time, everybody in the facility has been a revenant, but some do not return. Some turn into the monsters in the facility. How many limbs does it have? The normal is 8 or more or less. We're gonna have 8. But that's not the reason I bring up spider anatomy, okay? The reason I bring up spider anatomy is because we're going to have to be specific about the way the legs are interacting with the body. Because a spider's limbs basically act like this, right? This here is apparently, this little thing here is apparently the coxa, or the soca? Soza. Coxa. C-O-X-A. I don't know how you pronounce that. But that's what that is, allegedly, right? And then there is this little ball here. This here is apparently the trochanter. That little ball is the trochanter. I think that's how it's pronounced. After that, it has a femur, which is just your, basically just your spider leg piece, right? Big spider leg piece. And connected to that is an even smaller part, which is called a patella. It's not this little piece here, the one that I just drew. It's actually this little intermediate piece right here. Like that. This is this right here. Then attached to that, we have another little like padding thing here. I don't think there's anything. I don't think they explain what this is. They don't really explain this. But there's a next piece that is called the tibia, I think. T-I-B-I-A. Which is just another like big part that just like sticks out of the spider leg like this. It's just another tube. Which then leads us to the metatarsus, right? That is another piece that just sticks out like this, which then brings you down to the normal tarsus. And that's the tip of your leg. It's just SCP mixed with FNAF lore. I don't see how it's FNAF lore at all. That doesn't matter. Calling it FNAF, that makes no sense. It's inspired by SCP, I will give you that. So this goes to here, which can bend, which goes to here, which can also bend here. And I don't think it can bend through here, but it can bend up to here. And then these also bend independently of each other. So these are all the points at which the spider leg can bend. We're going to keep those red lines there because I'm going to need them in order to identify I'm going to need to keep those there so I can identify my brain shut off. So I'll be able to identify where the joints turn. Because bringing them back to life, they're not being brought back to life, they're being changed. Like they're not being brought back to life. They are objectively being mutated into these creatures. So technically, when you think about it, if you want to be technical, it's more like a tusk or a human centipede kind of thing, right? Would the arms have multiple joints then? Yes. That's if I even go with it being like that, right? So I'm going to underline, rename this to underline. rename that to underline. And we'll rename this one to legs, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually set up for proper leg structure here. Because I need to be able to, I need the legs to be a little bit more diverse from one another. So we're going to have these ones come down to like here. It looks like it bulges out more towards the body than it does towards the head. So we're going to do that like that. Then it's got a joint here. So we'll have it come down towards the front like so. Are you using a pen or a mouse? I have a pen. My tablet's not the best, but I like it. Radioactive? No. It's more it's more like Eldritch than that. Cause like this is inspired by SCP still. So it's universal anomaly to a extent. Okay. Cool. So we got our leg bend there.
Hey, it's me, Goku. Just a reminder that Nemesis in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is the objectively worst character in the game. Because he is fucking gigantic, also play Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I do remember Nemesis being considered a really bad character in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I remember when I used to play games like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, although I was never really that into it. But I remember when I used to play them. Mixing DNA? No, it's more, like I said, it's not, you're thinking too scientifically, right? This is like otherworldly. Some external world force is causing this. That's like the direction that we're going with this, right? That's the direction I want to head. It's not necessarily merging. Alien magic? Not necessarily. I would say it's more Lovecraftian without the racism. So we can have a bend here, but we're not going to. We will have a bend here, though. Something like Dark Aether from COD? No. Because like I said, it's very inspired by like SCP. So it's just like a force beyond humanity that humanity struggles to like comprehend. Because like time travel isn't really part of this, but people from different time periods are involved. And that's like the direction that we're going with. Okay, cool. I got this in a position where I can just flip vertical and okay, we're gonna need to make our spiders smaller. Can it regenerate though? Probably. The thing is that we've never been in a position. You're never going to be in a position where you actually fight this thing like killing it. Obviously, there's still things that need to be fleshed out, but you're never going to be in a position where you actively get to fight these things. What is this? This is a man spider that we are making for my horror game. So these legs are not the legs we're actually going to be using. These are a skeleton. I made these so that I could properly it's not just a running game. There will be more game modes and stuff that I will be adding. But it's not going to be just a running game. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our original idea, right? Where we're going to have the muscular system of a human being, like, be one of our bigger benefactors to our spider here, right? So from here we have another muscle that like comes all the way down to like there, then there, like this. Cool. And then for this section here, because there from here to down here there is no joint, which is the perfect time for us to do this, where we can. I'm doing it wrong, hold on. It has to be done like this. Actually, that works out perfectly because of the shape. That shape is actually diabolically perfect. We will then add this bone here, which will, yeah, from here to here, we'll make a bone like that. Have you tried that one game jam game called Dave's Vision? It's really funny. I don't know. I don't think I have. It's a man spider, right? Yes. Then we'll have like this. Just a teeny bit of articular wrapping like that. Maybe one that like slinks around in the back of here and like wraps around at least once. And then again, like this. Then at the bottom here, we will go back to our human muscle. Gotta go, but you're enjoying the concept. See ya. All right, thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you're enjoying this monstrosity so far. Just back through here, and then another one. We'll have a split go down here like this. Perfect. Ooh. Why not give it claws? That's like a special ability. Because we already... Yeah, this is going to be on Roblox. It doesn't have claws for its ability. That's the thing, right? But we will give it some kind of like claw-like feature here, because what we're gonna do is we're going to give it... I made that thumb too small. I need to properly work this out real quick here, right? Like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to make this more like that. Hang on, I messed something up. Can you make a map suggestion? Is this a monster for the B-Hop game? Yes. Howdy, this looks cool so far. Thank you, Coda. I appreciate that. We're just trying to feel out a design for this monster, right? Because it's supposed to be a man who mutated into a spider. That's what we're looking at. Okay, so we will have the thumb be like that, and we'll add like some hairs to it. This finger will be like that, where it's more like a claw. Same thing with this one, but then this one turns back into being more like a human, into a human finger with thumbnail, with like nails and stuff. So it's gonna be more like that. Are you gonna be trying to do like metamorphosis, like Ditto? I don't know what you mean by that. Let's add a little bit of like definition to the muscle here. Add some hairs to the side of the hand. Then we'll come back up here so that we can get more definition to this muscle as well. That's bone, so we don't need to do that. But we do have muscle that wraps around here like this. Then, of course, you got your shoulder muscle from earlier that we need to define. Oh. Oh, that is... That's a creature. That's a creature. And so we got to somewhat repeat that process, but instead of it being bone that it devolves into, we're going to make it actually break out into the spider leg, right? We're going to have it break out into the spider leg, and it's going to have like patches of like stray muscle on it. So instead of... So this one's not going to be overtly like super muscly legs. These are going to be more like they're actually the spider legs, because I wanted to go from being more human in the front to degrading into mostly spider in the back. So we'll do this like that. Then we'll have like maybe just like a little bit of muscle that it's on the lower leg, all up here on the upper leg here, like this. And then for this last leg, it's going to be like just maybe one little strip of muscle, like that. And so since we did that, we can now go into here and we'll erase our underlaid legs in the spots that, you know, obviously the normal spider leg would not be seen through, just so we can flesh out our design a bit more clearly. Just like that. Just like that. So it becomes more spider as it goes down. Oh, we still got a little bit to erase right here, like this. Stream's dying on YouTube. I mean, I can't blame it. We are kind of just doing a lot of sitting here and drawing. You know, it's not really the quickest thing in the world. But, you know, it is what it is. Will this game be a creature feature featuring the creature? It's a creature feature. You're 100% right. It's a creature feature. Totally right. if this were to be a model, would it be like a full human body, or would it be closer to blocky? It would be as close to this design as possible. Like modeling this, I would make it as close to this as possible. That's what I would do. This is concept art we're working on right now. Left for a bit, what is this nightmare? It's a nightmare. Okay, now let's bring our legs up to date. Just like that, perfect. Stellar, stellar. Cool, 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 cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to group our spider top down, because we need to duplicate this to create the bottom down version of it. And we'll just call that bottom up. And the reason we have to do that is because we have to join our... We're not going to join our legs. Joining our legs would be a stupid idea. We're going to erase all of this, because a spider's legs are rested on the bottom of the spider. You do not see them from a top-down position. So we have to erase it like that. And ooh, ooh. That's a monstrosity that I'm working on right now. Okay, so we got that going for us. We're going to then put our spider at 50%, because I want to I need to advance a little bit here. Human spine. So this is going to be a problem. I'm going to only be seeing skeleton images. Maybe pronounced spine. Perfect, perfect. That is the exact kind of reference I was needing. That's perfect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good. So, since we have muscle, right, we're going to need flesh. We'll make it to where it's like... Oh, oops. Flesh. There we go, new layer. So we'll make it where, like, it's a little... Oh, it's in... I'm an idiot. It's in the spider folder, so it's going to be down by 50%, no matter what. So we'll have it like a little lumpy here, a little lumpy there, lumpy here, lumpy here. Then we'll do it like that. And then what we have to do, right, is we have to make it where... Since this is upside down, it's hard. This is hard to do because it is upside down. But it looks like for the most part. So it's going like this, which means I need to make it like this. Yeah, okay. So we have our human spine that like protrudes through the back here, right? It becomes like more evident, right? Put Morse code on the spider back? Why would I do that? And then what we have to do now is we have to, like... Our flesh needs to deviate. Needs to rip, it needs to tear, it needs to snag, and it needs to... We're going to need to turn off the symmetry modifier for this. We need it to just rip in general. What if one of the tips of the legs had a nail or something on it? No. No. Our fingers are already, like, dealt with. I like the idea you're going for, but... We'll come back to that. Now that I'm thinking about, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to it. Right, so... here we have our tearing flesh. I would say that's pretty good. How about some metal bits like COD World War II boss vibes? No. That's getting into like killing floor territory, and that's not what we're looking for, right? Okay. Human back muscle. That's a good illustration. That'll do us good. So what we're going to be looking at, because now that we got our flesh, we're going to need some muscle. And so the way, just do muscle here, and we'll do our preliminary in red. Because the way the muscle here would work is it would come down like this and meet the shoulders here. And due to our mutation, it would continue to kind of do something like that. And then it would, from this point here, it would come down like this. And we would also have an additional muscle coming around like this. Like this. Oh, okay. So from underneath our skin, we have a muscle group that comes down here. Give the spider the Ujiro back. Ujiro. Ow, the dude from Baki. Crazy. Nah, we're not gonna do that. Come out from... It would come out from here like this. The muscle. From this point, it would be like this. That's how our muscle group would be like looking. And then inside of these tears, through the skin, it would start going upward. Because when the muscle reaches this point up here, when the muscle reaches this point, it just does this. And we're going to do a little bit of some fake muscle work here, just because I think it'll help it look a little grislier. We'll have some muscle group like that. Ooh. I like where this is going. Then we'll have our muscle here be a little more defined. Like this. Perfect. Then we're going to need to go back to my original concept or reference for a wolf spider so that we can like spider. Good. So we can add some of that like spider fuzz here. And what we're going to do is on the back, we're going to have like those used to be feet. Let's erase those real quick so we can do it better, right? So on this side, we'll have to have like, this will be like the big toe. There we go. Those little stubby nubs are his feet. They used to be. They used to be the feet. Then they have like a kind of have an interesting pattern on the back. Like that. So that's our top down of the spider. We're gonna have to clone all of this. So that we can make our bottom up variant of the spider. And then we'll need to take all of this so we can spider top down. Cool. Now what we have to do is go back into our spider, go to our body, and we need to erase this little underline stuff that we got going here that conflicts with the rest of our spider design. Like this. And of course we're gonna have to do that with our leg parts here as well, so that they're not bleeding into the main part of our spider. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. Now we're looking at some fucking freaky shit. It's perfect. Yeah. I think we could do better on the eyes. I definitely think we could do better on the eyes. Let me freaky? Yeah.
Freaky tongue emoji.
Guy read the thing before that? All right. Beautiful, I guess. Okay. So let's like that. Make sure it has that little overlay on it. That over. Yep. Just like that. Then we have this little cross section here. You want to drink coffee so bad, but you don't have milk? I don't drink coffee, so I wouldn't know like why milk is a necessity for it. I've substituted milk with water so many times in my life. Not for cereal though, never for cereal. Mostly for mac and cheese. DMC music? Yes. I think that's about as good as we'll get on the eyes. Nah. No, no tongue. I was debating it, but nah. This is where the canines are. So we'll... There we go. Okay. Neat, 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 neat. So that's our top-down spider. And now we got to take our... Oh, the rest of it just wasn't visible. We'll need to take our bottom-down spider. And what we do here is we're going to have to modify it. Split tongue, not for the spider. Welcome back, Scout. I have a split tongue, the spider doesn't. So what we got to do is we have to go into our... I shouldn't have moved it yet, because we can still take advantage of our mirror modifier. So we're going to have to erase a lot of this here, because we are now looking at the underside of the spider, right? And can I get a bigger version of this? Doesn't look like I can. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to need to draw like this here, which this is apparently called the labium. The labium. And the jaw pieces of the lower jaw that we did, that is the maxilla, I believe. And we don't have the fangs. What we have is an upper row of teeth. So we will have teeth here instead. I wonder how well this will go, though. I do, too. The problem is that I've not been able to, you know, get anybody to help me work on the project. So things have been rough. So this part kind of sucks, because we have hands down here. And we need to figure out like, this sucks. Or does it? I can probably do some floppy editing. Perfect. I'm a cheater. That just big ass eye? No, that is the bottom of the mouth. Which actually reminds me, I do need to like do something like this. Yeah, there we go. I love ow. I love cheating the system. Perfect. So now, since we're on the bottom side of the spider, we actually have to erase the body along where the legs are instead of erasing where... Ow. We also don't need our spine anymore. The legs are always going to be prominent, so we need to get rid of all of the stuff that could be blocking where our legs are. See? Like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our... We're going to make this 50%. Good. Now I can actually see. Because now that we're at the bottom, our skin needs to interact. Can't wait for the ribcage. You read my mind. I've been holding out something special for the ribcage here, right? Are there going to be other species? There will be other monsters, yes. So this is where we run into the trouble. Right? Let me see. Pronounced rib cage. I need to look at references of what a rib cage looks like going through the chest, right? I wish there was a more convenient way. Edit, transform plat, flip to vertical. Cool. All right, that should help. So this will definitely be much better. So what we're going to do is we need a collarbone, firstly, like this. Then we have this, where it does that. And then we can just like that. Ow. Son of a bitch. With a pronounced rib cage. And actually this bottom one needs to be adjusted. We need to like do this. Actually, let's readjust the rib cage entirely here. When it reaches here, it kind of like does like this kind of thing. And then there we go. That's much better. Low key, it looks like a mouth. Well, yeah, we don't have it colored or anything yet. Then we have a line that runs down, forms the belly button. Oh, that is looking gnarly. Our muscle group here is going to need to be changed. We're going to need to change our muscle at the bottom because this is completely different from the back muscle, right? So the way this works, the way muscle works here, is it will be more like this instead. And it'll have like this with our muscle strands going like that, and then very thin muscle strands going like this. Now we have to go into our legs and erase the muscle that is beneath the skin. Got to go to the body so that we can erase stuff that's under our muscle and our skin. Why not make a second form and it like peels off the skin? That could be a skin for the character, because there's going to be monster skins too. You're going to be able to, like, you know, change your monster's skins and stuff. So we'll probably be able to have a version where it's like that. Watch Suit Spider. You're gonna play TC2 and watch this? Good luck in your matches. Howdy, B. How you doing? If you're arachnophobic, I would look away. Just a fair warning. Okay, now we can get into some fun stuff here. Colors. So we're going to need... You're fine? How about me? I'm doing great. We're just working on a concept for a monster that I want to have in a game of mine. Okay, this is like this is gonna be our like standard muscly color here. Then we're gonna have one that's a bit deeper, like this. Will I stream tomorrow? Most likely. Then we need our light. That one's not, it's not white enough. There we go. Still not like white enough. Yeah, that should do it. So there's our like muscle colors. Then for skin, we're just gonna be generic, I guess. Streams are yummy. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoy them. Then for our wolf spider parts, we're gonna need something more on the brown side, particularly like this. Then we're gonna need like a lighter brown, and then we're gonna need like a really dark brown. Perfect. There we go. And then we'll have some colorations for some blood, like that. Perfect. Is it going to jump scare the players? Technically, it is a player. That's the thing. Somebody's going to control this thing. Okay, so our most bottom layer are spider colors. So we'll get our spider coloration. In there. when the game comes out, you're maining this, if it comes out. As hopeful as I am about the games I work on, they never take off. And by that, I mean I can never get anybody to help me work on them properly. Which it always sucks, you know? Because I really do think I have good ideas, but finding a team is like almost impossible. I do have some people who said they're willing to work on this though. So, you know, hopefully this game does actually, you know, happen. When the game launches, if the game launches, ideally, I want there to be 3 monsters available to play from at the start. And I already have ideas for what they will be, which we'll also be designing them as we go along. I feel like it will, but in 2 years. I don't know. I used to be super optimistic about all of the games that I work on, but in recent years, I've realized that, like, it doesn't matter how many ideas I might have. If I don't have folk to work on it with me, it's just not gonna, you know, happen. Okay. So that is pretty much all of our spider bits. Colored in. Which means we can now do darks. We'll make our opacity pressure based so that we can really like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I went to college. I got a degree in illustration, which I kind of regret, mostly because I don't really... This is the first time I've actually like tried to illustrate something in a decent while. It's been a while since I've done like proper illustration. But, you know, I originally went to college for animation. And the college I went to was like, yeah, we have an animation department. You can learn animation here. But then, like, the year I joined, they canceled the animation department entirely. So I ended up going to a college that didn't even have what I was looking for anymore. And I just ended up going into illustration because I liked to draw. I don't know whether or not I regret it. Because I don't think I learned anything. Like, I really don't feel like I learned anything from my years in college. do you think you can animate? I can animate a little bit, right? I'm not like a super good animator. I have like a few animation reels on my YouTube channel where I did some test stuff. And like I know the principles, like I know the core, or not the core, but like I know some of the basics of animation, but I don't know any of the like really in-depth stuff, which is the reason I wanted to go to college for animation, because I was hoping if I you know went to college for animation, I'd be able to learn more about animation and everything I would need to do. But you know, since they didn't have the program, I never got to learn, so it's whatever. But like I can somewhat animate. I'm not the best animator. My animation style is well, that's the thing. I do want to do it, and I have done it. The problem is that I don't really got the time to do it, and a lot of the time I don't have the energy. Yeah, this is the base monster. This would be like your starting monster. I don't have the time or energy to animate anymore. Like, especially not the time. Time is definitely like the one thing I don't have a lot of. Like, between trying to live stream, doing game development, wanting to try and do YouTube, I just don't have a lot of time to animate, unfortunately. And it's like, I know the exact style of how I want to animate. I really like doing squash and stretch animation at low frame rates. Like, that's definitely like the kind of animation that I am into. Wish me the best? I mean, I appreciate that. For a while now, I've had this animation idea in my head for, what's it called? When I started playing Marvel Rivals, I got like a few ideas for some animations that I wanted to do. But they would mostly be like focused around my experience with playing the game. And not much outside of that. Maybe animate when you're streaming, possibly, but I feel like people already aren't a huge, like, I imagine people aren't a huge fan of these kinds of streams already. So I don't know whether or not I would do, like, a full-fledged animation stream or something like that. Like, I feel like it's not really something that I feel like that's not really something people would be too vastly like interested in, like in like my feel and like personal opinion. Think you saw me in your Arsenal game once? If it was years ago, because I stopped playing Arsenal, like, I stopped playing Arsenal super quick after we developed it. The most I do with Arsenal now is I will frequently, not frequently, I will infrequently join games just to see like how people are doing, maybe try to find some exploiters along the way. Like, that's the most I do with Arsenal these days in terms of joining the game. Otherwise, I don't play Arsenal at all anymore. I barely even play TC2 anymore. I used to play that a lot, but like I like don't even do it now. I think it was like 2021, 2022. Yeah, you might have been able to have seen me then because that is like I was a little active with the game around then. Not as much as I was in like 2020, but 2021 is when Hackula happened, so I was playing Arsenal quite a bit because as a result of that. You ever play Minecraft? Yeah, I've played Minecraft on stream before. There was a time where I was going to do a VR run for Minecraft, but my VR treadmill ended up like a crucial part of it ended up. It's a crucial part, but it's like such a small part that's easy to replace. Ended up breaking, and I haven't replaced it because it would just break again, like just as easy. So I just kind of got like demotivated and didn't end up doing the VR stream that I wanted to do. And Charles is actually quite upset with me over that because Charles has been wanting to play Minecraft on stream again for a while. But, you know, especially like when I was going through that really bad slump I was having, I just didn't want to do anything like ever. So I just ended up not doing a lot of things that I wanted to do. You're trying. Do you join the army or go to art school? Because you love art, but you have no time on your hand because school and job. You just do what you feel is right, you know? The game wasn't better back then. Everybody is just very nostalgic. Like, the only thing about old Arsenal that I would argue is theoretically better is that it was easier to update. That was like the only good thing about old Arsenal. Because like one of the biggest things that like one of the things I noticed when it comes to people who always like to say old Arsenal was better Arsenal is they never give an example of what made old Arsenal better outside of I thought the maps were better, and that's like the only thing they really say about it. So I just realized I made a mistake with the muscles here. And the mistake that was made is I did the stupid decision, completely forgetting that I was going to color this. I made the stupid decision of detailing the muscle. This kind of detail is supposed to be done in color, not in the black and white. So that's an oops-a-daisy from me. It's not too problematic. I liked the graphics of Old Arsenal. I'll respect your opinion, but like, Old Arsenal looked terrible. Like, it just looked objectively bad. Which is always one of the most confusing things to me when people say that, oh, it looked better. It didn't. It looks really bad. Like, it just looks terrible. Is that a spider? Yes. It is. Which, friendly reminder, if you're arachnophobic, you should probably not watch. Good night, Zachary. You have a good sleep. Okay, now we got to get rid of the muscle line work on this stuff here. More like a man spider than a Spider-Man. There is a difference. Okay, I think that's all the muscle. So now we can color our muscle now. If you're talking about Old Arsenal's art style, it's pretty bad. You're laughing at the little feetsies. I like bad graphics though. Well, that's why I said I respect your opinion. Like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I ain't gonna tell you you're wrong. At most, I'm just gonna say I disagree with you. You made the spider insecure by laughing at his feeties. Look what you did. They're not happy now. People like you are the reason the spider kills. Go away, pop-up. Ow. Thanks, I really needed the extra brain damage. That's helpful. Appreciate it. Where would I be without my brain damage? For these base colors, I really shouldn't be using this brush. I should be using the other brush. Photoshop makes you angry? It makes me angry sometimes too. But it's like for all the different reasons. It's not for, probably not for the same reasons, ow, as you. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Yeah, I use Photoshop because that's what college made me use. And that's what, the most I learned from college is that they like to make you use programs you don't want to. And then you get used to using those programs, and now you have to pay for those programs for the rest of your life. That's what I learned. Please, I didn't do anything. Stop hitting me. All I want to do is color funny spider. I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. Stop. Why you do this? Hi,
Herbert.
That's a Herbert. Okay, muscle color done. Now let's... Ow. Oh, no wonder why it was being so light. The flow was at 0. That explains a lot. I was wondering why it was just being weird. Pet versus object war? Yeah, so true. I'm having things thrown at me, and at the same time, I'm having somebody pet me. It's like... There's a lot of mixed messages being sent. Stick bug! I talked about it before. I wish Stickbug didn't die as a meme. I thought Stickbug was a good meme. But alas, society just wasn't ready for the premium nature that was Stickbug. Ow. Son of a bitch. Ow. Please, no.
Hi, Herbert.
Holy shit. All I can... Hi, Herbert. My brain is shutting off. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's Freddy Fazbear.
Hey, listen.
I didn't even know Navi was enabled. War is war. You're so right. Yeah, you're so real for that. You're just right. War is war. Ow. War is war. Ow, again. Okay, we're gonna need like a darker one for this so that we can properly... The diluted out nature of this brush really lends to the muscle like nature of... Okay. It really lends to the muscle. Try again, sweaty. Jeez, I'm glad you guys decided to spend your beans today. This brush really helps get that, like, that fiberish texture that muscle has. And ouch. Ow. My fucking god, okay. I really appreciate this brush. When can we get spines? Like, when can you start spending spines instead of beans? Is that what you're asking? I wish I knew who's throwing these things. If I find you, you're not gonna like what happens. You're gonna have to like, play video games or something.
Hi, Herbert.
Herbert. Ow. I'm getting... Where I need to... Ow. I'll have to do the spine thing when I remember to do it, because I keep forgetting. That's the only reason it hasn't been changed yet. Is it over? I spoke too soon. I shouldn't have said anything. Now that I think about it, I did this to myself. Yeah, I guess I deserve that one, huh? My memory's really bad. I'm very bad at remembering things. That's why I usually end up having people to, like, I have to tell people, hey, I need to be, like, constantly reminded about certain things, otherwise I'll just dead ass forget. Ow. You want spines? I want spines. I want to collect more spines. I need... This boy Bambi is booing very bad team to my help. Ow. Fuck. Who has that much beans to just throw this many items? Where did you get it all from? Are you... This is getting upsetting. Ow. What do you want from me? Why? What? I'm gonna be honest, okay? I really... I missed doing this. Right, I talked about this a little bit on Twitter. When I was younger, I would draw a lot of like gore and like body horror because I really liked zombies, and that scared my school. And I would get like detentions and stuff for drawing things like that. So it kind of installed this idea for me that I am not allowed to draw those things, and that drawing those things is really bad and you shouldn't do it. But now that I'm older and I kind of remember that, oh, hey, I'm an adult. If I want to draw blood and guts, I'm allowed to draw blood and guts. So I think I might just start doing this again for fun. Because, like, I don't know about you guys, but, like, just looking... Just looking... Are we gonna fight? Like, are we gonna fight? Just looking at this in particular, I am relatively pleased by what I've by what I accomplished with this. Like, I think this looks cool, and I think it's just cool, honestly. Okay. I see how it is. I need to have the opacity pressurized. There we go. Yeah, I guess people... Maybe everybody finally ran out of beans. Maybe it's over. Never mind, I spoke too soon. Still have 1K, jeez. And here I really thought that between the text-to-speech and, like, the Tangia stuff, that maybe you guys wouldn't be throwing as many objects at my skull as possible. About 9K? How did you get so many beans? You guys are single-handedly killing the bean economy.
Hi, Herbert.
You came to a lot of dev streams in the earlier year. Fair enough. Once again, my own hubris is my demise. Ow. Okay. We're going to need to stop soon. The stream has been going on for a while now. And we are way over the 3-hour mark. So we need to start wrapping up. Ow. Once again, ow. What we're gonna do is we're going to add the last of these little highlight details to these muscle outlines. What's after this stream? We'll probably, I don't know if I want to pick up again on this on the next stream or if I should just play some games tomorrow. But we're just gonna have to see where we go with it. But for now, I think we're at a decent stopping point. I know this was kind of more of a boring stream, especially as it got later, because I kind of stopped interacting a little bit, but you know, I kind of struggle with that stuff. I really need to learn how to get better with it. But until tomorrow, you guys have a Jesus. You guys have a good day, Jesus Christ. You have a good day, a good night, a good afternoon. Stay well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay?